Welcome back, folks, to Google Ads Essentials. When we first started setting up our search campaign, we selected a campaign objective, we selected a goal, we named our campaign, and now we're going to go to the next step, which is where we look at the networks that we're going to run our Google Ads in. I'll show you which ones to select and which ones to deselect. You have to get through this screen, bidding. We're going to come back and set our bid strategy later, but we'll just leave it at conversions, and we're not going to bid only for new customers. So let's hit next. And now you see we come to the section on networks. And I really want to hone in on this and explain to you why it's important to uncheck both of these boxes. So everyone has known since forever, I'm talking 20 years, that you should not run your search campaigns on the display network, even though Google still defaults to being checked. And that's why many times when we see campaigns running where we're auditing them or we're getting into a new account, we will see that that is checked, and it just does. It's not going to do good things to your search campaign. It's not going to generate you leads. You can run ads on a display network, and there are times that it makes sense to do that. Say you're running a branding campaign or something like that, but not as part of a search. So the first thing we want to do is turn that off. Now, historically, we have run search partners in the past. Search partners used to give you maybe 5% of your traffic, and you could run it, and then you could check your campaign later on to see if any of that search partner traffic was converting into leads. And sometimes you'd get a few leads, and they were mostly low-cost leads. So you'd be like, okay, this is just a little extra that I'm getting from search partners. Now what we find out, if you turn search partners on, which of course Google still recommends, what we found is up to 900% of your traffic will go to search partners, and it will generate a flood of junk conversions, junk calls, job calls, people that don't speak the language, people out of your area. And that's because Google Search Partners is a loose conglomerate of sites that is not Google search. They're not Google search where people go to Google and search landscaper near me. These are partners with all kinds of sites like ask.com and things like that that are trying desperately to get some clicks so that they can earn some money from Google. Turn this off. It absolutely will destroy your campaign. Lots of times when we get into a campaign and there's a high conversion rate, bunch of cheap conversions, and the client will say, look, my conversion rate dropped, or my conversion cost went up. Yes, because there's a difference between conversions and leads, which I'll get into in a separate video. But the important thing is both these have to be clicked off before you move forward. So turn those off. Google by default will turn them on. You don't want them selected. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave comments below. I'm going to move on to the next section on locations, location targeting, then locations exclusions.